Dahboo777 here. An update from a video that I put out 6 years ago, and also some updated information on where this whole thing's going. Today, I want to talk to you about this Project Icebreaker. Some of you may have never heard of this, but this is a big project that involves the biggest banks in the world and one of the biggest plans out there to strip you of your freedom. Now, I've been warning about the CBDCs and the Beast blockchain since 2017. Here, 6 years later, we're on the doorstep of the CBDCs being implemented in all kinds of countries. Most of you should be aware of the CBDCs at this point, or have at least heard something about them. Well, it is the end of freedom. It is the end of your privacy as you know it. Every transaction will be tracked and traced on a government blockchain system that eventually is going to tie back into a global system. And this global system is what I've been warning about from Jump Street. It's what I dub the Beast system, because ultimately that's what it is. Where you either bow down and submit to the global Beast system, or they'll try and take every single thing that you got, even your life. So, this Icebreaker program involves the Bank of International Settlements. This is something that you need to lock into your brain, because this is the big player. This is the bank that's known as the central bank of central banks. The heart of all of it. You ever wonder how they all get their orders and they all kick out the same stuff at all the central banks and handle things the same way? Well, this is the main bank, this BIS. And this program is tied into them, into their system. And what this is calling for is that all of the CBDCs around the globe connect into this hub, this center hub, this Icebreaker hub, as they call it. And in the mix of this, they are creating this overlapping currency that will help facilitate any gaps between any CBDCs out there, say Australia and Switzerland. There's some kind of issue between them sending back and forth between the CBDCs. They're going to have this middleman, so to speak, that will be able to solve the problem quickly. Now, this is all being brought to you by the global establishment, World Economic Forum goons, the same ones that locked everything down, and they got more coming. But this is what's about to go down. A financial crisis is about to hit big time. If you haven't seen, the first dominoes have already dropped. The ball is rolling, but it's about to get much worse. And you remember this because we're running out of time. They're going to force a crisis situation onto the people economically, and their answer is going to be the CBDC. Once they get this in motion, and that once they get CBDCs installed into most countries around the world, they're then going to make a move and they're going to say, we've got this intermediary, so to speak. Why have all these different currencies? Let's use one. One global clean currency. And it's done. Then you have a global cashless society that they can track and trace everywhere, every move, everything that you do. It's not just purchases. If with the blockchain, if they're tracking the information of what you did in a day, you took a 10-mile run, you did this, you did that, you stopped by the store, all that's tracked and logged on blockchain. They'll be able to go back in time and look into that and see anything and everything. So, this is the big warning here. I warned you years ago about the CBDC. It's right here on the doorstep, and it seems like so many people just slept on it. Warned you about this whole Beast system. Now they're about to implement it full scale, and here in the United States, well, when this affects us, this crisis affects the United States and our dollar, that currency, affects the world. And we're about to lose that reserve currency status. And see, the BIS also has control of this basket of currencies. They control it all. And I'm telling you, The plan is to push this all into CBDC and then one global currency. And it's going to begin with these crises with the banks and economic crises. Get ready, buckle up, because it's going to a whole new phase. And it's going down this year of the poly crisis, as the World Economic Forum calls it. Hope you'll have a plan. Warned for years. We stay on the grind. If I ain't live, I ain't putting out these videos, and we ain't handling business. We're up in these mountains, and we're doing it. We're getting ready to the best of our ability. I suggest you do too. I hope you come up with a good barter system, gold, silver, or whatever it may be, with your people in your community for goods. I hope you're growing food. I hope you've started all these things, because we've entered the window. It has begun, and it's going in slow motion. And it seems to be working that way for them, almost like boiling the frog. And no one's going to realize what's going on until it's too late and they're cooked. Don't get cooked. Some of you are smarter than that out there. Implement your plans now. No, this is it. I'm going to expand on this project Icebreaker on the next live stream. Make sure to join me. If you don't know, I go live Monday, Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern on Dahboo777 and on Kick/Dahboo7. I air it out over there. And you get all the updates from all the breaking stuff also on the live streams. Make sure to subscribe. And remember, this is going down now. Any day now. It's going to hit an escalation. It's time to implement those plans, folks. Project Icebreaker. Remember it. I'm going to expand on it more. It's been Dahboo7. Much love, y'all.